You know, goth girlfriend. This is the Acolyte turned Necromancer. I've been playing her single player off stream just to try out the other thing that looked like a pet class. She has some interesting stuff. So she gets Summon Skeleton at low level, but at the Summon Skeleton, when you use it, you get a random either Archer or a Warrior, but it will always try to even out the amount. So if you can have 4 skeletons, you'll get 2 warriors, 2 archers. But if you have 3, it'll be 2 of one and 1 of the other. However, then there's this trait in the skeleton tree that allows you to summon a skeleton rogue, which teleports around, stabs people, and throws acid bombs. But it's more fragile because it's like an assassin. And then in the same tree, so every time I summon them, I will get archer, or a knight, or a rogue until I have an even amount. However, they've got skills in the tree. Look at this. You will no longer get archers. So let's say I take this, then all of them would be, it'd be half warriors, half rogues. And then here is, you no longer have warriors. So if I get both of those, then the whole squad would be rogues. Or you could just not take the rogue trait, take this one, and then you have all archers. So you can manipulate it to either have just what you want between archers, rogues, or warriors. And then there's a separate skill, which I haven't been able to specialize yet, called Summon Skeletal Mage. I can currently have 3 of those. They just shoot like necro energy bullets. But you can specialize them to be pyromancers. They just set everything on fire. Death Knights, they go melee. They decide to, you know, their favorite spell is now fist. They just run around and start punching things. So they become Death Knights. Undead Mortars, long range spell. Cryomancers, they now just do cold damage. Sacrifice, the mages will now detonate the warriors. So you just spam summon warriors, the warriors run forward and the mages detonate them. So there's some really crazy stuff in here. And then Golem, Bone Golem. Bone Golem at first gives you 1 large bone golem. However, there is a trait that gives you 2 that are slightly weaker. And then you can make them become either blood, where they do tons of life stealing, fire, where they're on fire, stay bone, and when the bone golem takes damage, shrapnel comes out of it. Or spectral, which fears things. Also, the blood golems make a huge mess. Look at that. Look at that. You just need a mop to follow them. So that's been pretty cool. This is a spell I've liked called Wandering Spirits. It just makes it to where you see spirits around you, but anything those spirits touch takes damage. They destroy anything that is remotely destructible on the screen. So it's just constant AoE damage all over the screen. There's also volatile zombies, which summons exploding zombies that charge at the enemy. Hungering Souls, which hurls a ghost at someone. Summon Wraith, which summons a pet. And there's no limit to how many of these you can have, but they only live for like 10 seconds. So it's kind of like throwing Raging Spirits at an enemy. There's a high level skill that I don't have called Summon Abomination that just pulls it makes like a black hole. All your minions get thrown into it, and then it summons Godzilla that its strength is based on how many guys you sacrificed for like 30 seconds or something. So also her movement skill is disgusting. She makes a new body and the old one explodes. And there's talents that make like people get horrified when they see it and they run away in fear, or they get like bleeding damage when she does it too close to them. It's nasty. But yeah, so she's been interesting. I will say her minions are fragile compared to the Beastmaster. If the Beastmaster has like minions that he really loves and he wants to keep them alive and stuff like that, the Necro does not care. She's just like, yeet, yeet, yeah, over and over and over. Like, they can all die, doesn't matter. So, this guy, you know, his stuff stays alive more often. Her stuff is just constantly getting thrown into a blender. I was briefly looking at Stormcrow. Hold on a sec. So we got the Scorpion. We got the Saber-Tooth Tiger, which we recently turned into a Frost Tiger. And I was playing around with Summon Stormcrows today briefly. Summon Stormcrows and Summon Wolf can fill your remaining summon slots. So like there's 3 of them. And they're pretty cool. They shoot, I'll show you briefly and then I'll swap it back, but they shoot lightning all over the place. Let me go here. And the thing is, the crow scales with strength or attunement. Attunement's kind of like the caster stat. They've also got another skill. Let me run up here though. But they shoot lightning. If you wanted to be like a wizard primalist, that would be your pet of choice.
Yet I have heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
More so that wherever you go, trouble and bodies soon follow. Would you care to dispute that?
I can't say the rumors are wrong.
I appreciate your honesty. I enjoy the relative peace and quiet we've managed to establish for Sorethka. The Osprix have generally left us alone, and knowing your reputation with them, I can't imagine that'll be the case if you stay here long.
I'll leave Sorethka as soon as I can. The Osprix are no fan of mine, and I'd rather not run into them.
Nor am I a fan of theirs. If you head out to the crossroads, you should encounter the staging area for our trade caravans. Talk with them and they'll take you to Majelka. They'll know who you are.
I appreciate the help. All right. So let me try to show this real quick. So the birds had something interesting. Step outside. So all the other animals I showed, the wolves, the bear, the tiger, the scorpion, the raptor, they all scale with your strength. The birds, which you see shooting lightning right now, scale with strength or attunement, which is the caster stat. And they also have a special skill, which is this. So it called down that lightning ring. However, the special skill only scales with attunement. That's where it kind of stinks. The special skill only scales with attunement. So I would almost like to, at some point, maybe in a future build of the game, since it's an early access, try a full caster stat version of this class. So for now, I'm gonna put the wolves back on the bar. The lantern. This thing is a totem that enrages them, and they get a lot of buffs while they're near it. All right, so there's the wolves back. Oh, taking too much damage. I'm actually a little tempted to remove Serpent Strike off the bar, which would mean I would have no attack at all. And then put like another summon there. And then just be full summoner plus, you know, battery. Full summoner and buffer. Be getting, you know, channeling my Guild Wars 2 commander energy. Oh man, that fella died fast. What do I do here? Place Harton's idol at the shrine. Return to Harton and Srothka. Oh, that was a side quest, okay. Whoa, potion. I will say one perk that the necromancers got is definitely survivability. So the blood golem, flame golem, spectral golem, or bone golem, my favorite was the blood one. The blood one spams the skill that she started with at level 1, which is called like rip blood. And the graphic is just like, y'all ever see Avatar, the blood bending? She like rips blood out of the target. And it's a spell that does physical damage, and she heals a little bit each time she uses it, like she's doing some kind of vampiric attack. The golem spams that. That becomes his main attack. So it heals the necromancer and the golem every time it hits. So if she takes some unexpected damage and the golems are currently fighting, she will just like boom and just bounce back to full health really quickly, unless it's just like a one-hit thing, like a one-hit KO. So she has got some really good sustain, whereas this guy, I took a skill called Selfless that made the Frenzy Totem and the healing and stuff that it does work like much better on the minions, but it no longer affects me. So I have much less sustain on this guy. Still enjoying it though. We do have pets that die way less often on this character. Hey, oh, hey, Broken Angel, what's up? Dude, the single target damage of all the poisons and bleeds is stupid. Shout out to Cezon. Hey, Cezon, what's up, buddy? Let's see. I've got another... Oh, that's just return to town, I think. All right, I can do that in a minute. If I teleport out and come back, it repopulates the map, and I don't want to do that just yet. Pick up the glyph. There we go. Hello, Cezon. I hope you're doing well. What is this? Oh, hello. Okay, these hurt. Is this just like an ambush event? Return to Sorethka and speak with Yulia. Okay. Alright, portal. I just hit 3 million on the Hydra in 1 key, followed by 2 keys of 70k. That's like me, Serby. I've got, you know, the one team that is just like amazing, and then the others, we'll see.
Hello.
You look rather capable. Would you hear me out? I might as well. I really appreciate it. A few days ago, my business partner headed off through the dunes to try and chart out a new pathway for our trade route. He hasn't come back. Why not just take the main road instead of forging our own path? Because that's exactly where the Scalebane want us. They have multiple spots, they shake merchants down on the main road, and you know for a fact you can't fight back unless you want to end up dead in a ditch somewhere. Hiring protection is only marginally better. They charge such high rates, I worry about breaking even. Alright, fair enough. You want to make as much as you can. I get it. What should I do if I find your friend? I gotta say, the main character's lines he's very practical. I'm a realist. The chances they survived out there for the week they've been gone are slim to none. I do not want to delay your business in Majelka. You will receive compensation if you find their remains and deliver what is salvageable to my associates in the city. They will be able to send word of what you find to me via Messenger Falcon. I'll keep an eye out, but no promises. Alright. Is this a D&D type game? No, this more closely resembles Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Path of Exile, stuff like that.
Yes.
The inspiration for this game was D2. Yulia, well, I suppose trying to dodge around the Osprix is off the table now. Trying to travel along the main road is going to attract far too much attention now. There's another path I heard of, but a group called the Scalebane have taken up residence there. They're an organized group of glorified bandits. Why bother with the Scalebane rather than the Osprix? I'd rather take my chances with them rather than bring down the entirety of Raya's forces on our heads. The Osprix are occupying the area more and more by the day and would give us far more trouble. Understandable. Where are we headed? There's a dried riverbed that we can follow for quite a ways toward Majelka. From there, you'll have to travel through the sand dunes for a while, but you'll be close enough to the city that you shouldn't lose our way. By then, we should be on the outskirts of Majelka. I'd be accompanying you, but I need to finish things up in Sorethka. Sounds like a plan. Alright. I can't believe the Osprix would just destroy the crossroads like that. Sorethka doesn't even have a standing military, yet the Osprix come and attack. They're here on Raya's orders, no doubt. Is this really what he wants? I think this is just a symptom of what Raya wants. Was I blind to it all this time? Have the gods always been this way? I can't bear the thought that I may have wasted so much of my youth worshipping gods like these. It won't do you any good dwelling on the past. I suppose you're right. Thank you again for your help, even though it didn't go as expected. Please take care. Take care of yourself, Harden.
Take care.
All right. Make sure not to talk about calzones around this NPC. I ate a calzone the other day. Let's see. Transfer crafted. Squish the inventory. Where is a merchant? Let's clear some of this out. 80% minion, physical damage. Ooh, might hang on to that. +1 to summon Raptor.
Stay safe, traveler.
Store those in case I want to... I'm only using a spear because of this skill. If I get tired of this skill and swap to anything else, I would probably want to go one-hander with a shield. I'm also a bit curious how the shape-shifting works. Like, if you go into Spriggan form, which requires points I don't currently have, I wonder, like, because it says you get 4 new abilities on your bar. I wonder if that means when you go into Spriggan form, you lose the abilities you currently have. Like, would my pets be unsummoned? I hope not, but I'm not sure. Alright, the Dry River. Divine Era 12B. Oh, I was zoomed in a little bit. Whoa! Walking nests? What? For a second, I thought those were the walking jars from Elden Ring. Not much better, honestly. Oh my god, constant. I'm manually telling the pets to hit the nest. It's endless. This actually reminds me, I need to get some ant traps. I went out my garage yesterday to take the trash cans out to the street and about stepped in like 300 ants. And I was like, oh, hi. Okay, I gotta pick up something at the hardware store. Looking at the loot, looking at the loot. You can do loot filters in this game, I'm just not yet sure what I want to filter. The, oh, hello. Oh, wow, that's a lot of blood. Missing merchant. The merchant's corpse rests in the mud of the dried riverbed, covered in strange burns. What could have caused this? Oh, hi, what timing? The Scarab Broodkeeper. Okay. Take the dead merchant's delivery to Majelka. Did I pick it up? I guess I picked it up.
Oh,
You need a bauble scare? Would it just play the clip of me destroying a bauble? I think that would scare him.
More deep rock galactic when?
We'll see, we'll see. Multiplayer games involve a lot of scheduling and stuff. I will say I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of this, and for those of you who have seen the playthrough of Lost in Random that we've been doing, that's been really cool as well. Oh, that was a whiff. I'm glad I took a trait on the Frenzy Totem that they get more resistances and regeneration the pets do while they're near it. But scary for me. How do I return a gift sub? Bobby, thank you for the sub, by the way. Mukluk Douglas, but that'll be Reginald Esquire the fourth. This is Chauncey Festivals the third. Welcomes you, Bobby, back to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay entertainments on the way. Crank up the speakers, don't touch the bakers, giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Got Spark of Sentience heading off to bed. I finally dream of never having to go to Draconis Mons again. Good night, Baz. Hashtag Aurora things. I need to go north. Is that the right way? There's very clearly a wall there. Find a way around the barriers. Okay. Take the dead merchant's delivery to Majelka. Okay, that's still the direction that we're going. Spine Hunters. Cast Spine Burst on death. Oh, man. Please, you can still resuscitate me. Dude, I'm not gonna try. Your spine explodes if you die. Okay, got the waypoint. I learned the hard way earlier today in single player that the waypoints, you gotta get pretty close to them for them to activate. Look at that. You gotta get pretty close to them for them to activate. So I've missed a lot of them. Liath's Signet. 16% increased elemental resistance, plus 75% elemental resistance while channeling. 29% chance to gain 30 ward when hit while channeling, and 50% increased lightning damage. Well, if there's a class that has a channeled spell that fires lightning, that is the perfect ring for them. Probably the wizard dude. I haven't touched that class at all. That's the reason I was there. Now that I got those, I don't need to go there again. Anyway, bye for now. See you, buddy. I think I should move these 2 points. These two are, like, never going off. Now, once I level that up, I can respin those in a different location. Drops idle. Oh my god, that's a lot of loot. I wonder if this game has anything akin to like Herodric Cube recipes or Path of Exile recipes. There's some items I've been hanging on to, wondering if there was something like that, but I truly don't know. This guy looks like Mysterio, the Swarm Keeper. Oh my gosh! I just used 2 potions. Bro, it was a prank. It was a prank. What? Does this stop ever? Okay, is it like an... Okay, maybe it's like an eye of a hurricane. Maybe I'm supposed to get into the middle of it. Oh, God. Yes, yes, I was supposed to get in the middle of it. Okay. Yo, that was very much a Hail Mary. I was like, well, if this doesn't work, I'm dead. Lord. Have you seen the new Andor TV series trailer? I have not.
Thank you for the assist there. I was in a bind, and you got me out of it. I won't forget it.
Anytime. Do you want me to tell you why they had you locked up? Or would you want to tell me why they had you
I
locked
could
up?
have gotten out of it at any point. But I was choosing to wait until nightfall to slip out undetected.
But then...
You happened to come by and made that plan irrelevant. Besides, I didn't want to try my chances with so many of them, if I didn't have to.
I don't doubt it, but you're avoiding my question.
Perhaps I'll tell you along the way. I presume you're headed towards Majelka as well, correct?
I might
Well,
be.
If you are, I may be able to lend a hand. You're obviously able to handle yourself just fine. But I know my way around the dunes, and I have connections in Majelka.
I'm listening.
You helped me. Let me return the favor.
Fine, but you're going to tell me more as we travel.
I can't complain about that offer. You ready to head out then?
Let's go. How do you enjoy the new Strike CM? I tried it for about 90 minutes total with a pug, and we got to phase 4 of 5, but we were not able to kill it.
Common thugs. The Scalebane use these to stage ambushes on people and trader caravans.
How does progression feel in this game? You seem kind of OP. Has it steadily been this easy? There's definite risk. Like, there has been 3 or 4 times when I've just gotten a one-shot. And I was like, oh, shoot, I need to work on building my cold resist or, you know, whatever. So it definitely... There's certain elements of it where, like, if you neglect a certain defense, you will get popped if you're not careful. But it is very enjoyable, and, you know, certain combinations of skills, when you get good synergy going, does make you feel pretty powerful. Did you like it? Did I like the new strike? No, not really. It's 15 minutes long, and it's not very engaging. There's like periods of time where you go 10 to 20 seconds just dodging one ability, and then you... What is that guy doing? I must go. My people need me. No, what was I saying? No, it's, I think they need to nerf the health. They can shorten the health and the enrage timer of the strike by like 30%. Because right now it feels very, very like bullet sponge. It takes a long time to take them down. I went past one of the bonus objectives. I gotta backtrack in a second. Oh, see, right there. I just dropped like 40% health and used a pot. I enjoyed the challenge, so I get the criticism. Yeah. I mean, it was challenging, but it was like, you know, challenging as a group. But, you know, just... The challenge was basically don't make a mistake, like, for 15 minutes. And then be doing big DPS during that time. It didn't feel very engaging. So, I want to get one kill, but then probably never go back, because it's really boring. Question, am I the only one who's so scared of tremors that even now when I see anything in the game moving underneath sand, I get Vietnam flashbacks? I never saw tremors, but I know of it. That's kind of funny.